Welcome back today. I'm going to be doing a 20-foot container in the TEX paint scheme. As you can see here, we have the one container on the left-hand side. I'm going to try to replicate some of the patchwork going on here. And I also have a second picture where we can see there's some patchwork going on there. So with that, let's get to the workbench and let's get started. To start this process, I'm going to be using Smokebox Graphics straight edge paint out blanks, water slide decals. They come in a multitude of different colors, and this is going to be the perfect representation of some of the patchwork that I'm going to try to do on this TEX container. Now at the same time, I will do also some patchwork on this Triton container, but we're not going to be weathering that in this video just so I could do another container at the same time. So with that, we're going to get started. I'm going to be choosing which artwork I'm going to want to use. I'm going to dip it into warm water for a few seconds and then apply it directly on the model. Once I'm happy with that, I'm going to dry it off by using a dry Q-tip and then finally use some micro set to set the decal, and we'll let it dry before we go to the airbrushing part. After a quick dull coat to make sure that the model and the patchwork picked up the airbrush paint, I mixed 50-50 or even 70-30 the white Anita's acrylic with 70% isopropyl alcohol to make a skim milk consistency. And now here quickly I'm just going to do a very light fade on it with a white wash before I move to the next step. With the light wash finished, now we're going to go to the darker wash, which is a couple parts acrylic earth brown from Anita's, along with a drop or two of acrylic black from Anita's to make a skim milk consistency. That's going to be my dark grimier color. Now since this model here has a lot more grime, I'm skipping sort of just the dirt color and going to the dark grime color. Now that I dull coated the model after doing both the whitewash and the dark grime wash, I'm left with this. Now the bottom came off, which is perfect, which is allowing me to do the next step without having it be taped down. But you can see how that darker wash really helped pronounce some of that grime and some of those ribs. So now the next step is going to be oil painting, where I'm going to take straight down Winsor & Newton burnt umber oil paint on a dry brush. And I'm simply going to get my hands in there, take it all the way across full strength. You see I don't have the smoothest hand, but you don't need to have the smoothest hand to be able to do this. And then from there, I'm going to get my mineral spirit paint thinner, dab it off on a paper towel, and spread this out, thin it out. Multiple strokes. This will make him look much more realistic. We're back now that the container was clear coated with dull coat after the oil paint dried, and the last step is going to be to add medium earth Monroe powders to the corners of the model to simulate a fresh rust. And with that, another 2 containers are done. The one we worked on this video was the TEX scheme, and the Triton one I did, which is on the left hand side, off camera, but I use the same techniques. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you'd like to see more weathering videos, please like, comment, and subscribe.